Are you coming up? Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. There you go. Now be quiet, okay? Mommy's gonna film a video. Shh. Good boy. Keto. Voted the worst diet of 2020, and yet we still want to know, is keto right for me? By the end of this video, you will know exactly what is so great about keto, whether or not it is the magical weight loss that we have been searching for, and whether or not you should try it or chuck it. For the best health and wellness, right? Are we tired? Am I making you bored already? For the best health and wellness advice, be sure to subscribe to my channel as well as click that bell to be notified every single time that I upload a new video. As a health and wellness coach, I get asked all the time, what is the perfect diet? And the truth is that everybody is different. A perfect diet for someone else may not be the perfect diet for you. But today we're gonna dive all into keto and find out what the pros and cons are, and maybe keto is right for you, and maybe it isn't. Today I made myself a beautiful breakfast. It is an omelet that has ham, onions, peppers, mushrooms in it, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese on the top. Guess what? That's keto. Keto's not complicated. It also has a little bit of leftover pepper, some tomatoes, and of course a piece of bread, toast with a little bit of butter. And no, you are not having that. I'm sorry. One really important thing to note is with the pros that I'm going to tell you is that I'm not talking about dirty keto here. This is about really basic, very clean keto. And the pros only work if you eat healthy, whole foods and not processed foods. So just remember that when I talk about these pros. Let's talk about pro number one of keto. Keto, oops, a little bit of tomato juice there. Keto can actually help you clean up your diet. I know that sounds weird, right? Because when we hear, oh, you can eat all the bacon and the cheese and the steaks and the burgers that you want. But truthfully, if you're somebody who ends up eating out a lot of takeout, a lot of highly processed foods, and you decide to go on keto, keto does have a very restrictive protocol where it tells you that you are not allowed to eat any processed sugars whatsoever, very minimal fruits. You are not allowed to have whole grains. So like this piece of toast right here, it has butter on it. Butter is keto approved, but this whole grain toast is not keto approved. And you have to limit the amount of carbohydrates that are coming into your body. So keto can be very beneficial if you eat out a lot and eat a lot of highly processed foods. I like my toast. I'm gonna stick with my toast. And this toast is so good. No, not for you. Pro tip number 2 is keto can give you cravings and portion control. Now this is totally true. I did keto a couple years ago. I think it was about 2 years ago. I was on it for about a month. And there was 2 reasons why I started keto. Number 1, I had a friend who was dropping weight and I was like, wow, what are you doing? And she's like, oh my God, I'm on keto. It's great. I love it. I hardly ever eat. I'm full all the time. And the food is so good. So I was like, oh, I gotta try this. Did a little bit of research and I come to find out that keto also could help with people's migraines. I suffer from migraines a couple of times a week. So I was all in to try keto. And it was totally true that I was able to control my 3 p.m. crash sugar cravings that I had. The food on keto, as long as you know how to cook pretty decently, can be extremely satiating and delicious. There is no doubt about it that keto foods are quite tasty when they are kept in their natural form. When we start to add artificial sweeteners and trying to make some really funky breads, that's when things kind of go to the wayside and they're not so great. And the final keto pro that I wanted to discuss today, and I mean there are a lot more pros to this than what I'm explaining here, but I just wanted to give you my top 3 pros when it came to keto. And that is that keto can support weight loss. Now, notice how I said can support weight loss. When I was on keto, I actually didn't lose any weight at all. Yes, I stopped eating junk food. Yes, I stopped eating processed foods. The same rules apply regardless if you're doing keto, paleo, vegan, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you are not eating in a calorie deficit, which means that if you are consuming more calories than what you burn off, you are not going to lose weight. Keto is not a miracle weight loss. You will have to still keep your calories in check if weight loss is your ultimate goal. My ultimate goal right now is to eat this omelet because it is delicious. Let me know in the comments below if you ever tried keto. Did you like it? Did you stay on it for very long? Didn't you like it? Are you even still on it? Let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to know. I would just like to say that that pepper is just like on point. It is friggin' delicious. So let's talk about the big bad things about keto. Because we all know about all the really good things, but sometimes we kind of ignore all the really bad things because we get really blindsided of, this is how I'm going to lose weight. This is the perfect thing that I need to use because I love to eat all of these high-fat foods. But then we kind of forget about the not so great side effects of keto. Remember when I said that you have to make sure that you're eating whole foods? This is really important when it comes to your digestive system. Because we are limiting the amount of fiber that is coming into our body by limiting the amount of carbohydrates, by limiting the amount of fruits and vegetables that we are consuming as well as whole grains, what is going to happen is that we're going to get some backup, shall we say, because we don't have enough fiber in our diet. So we have to be really careful with what vegetables it is that we choose to eat, making sure that they're very high in fiber so that we can keep the pipes running a little bit clearer, if you know what I mean. Keto problem number 2 is keto flu. Oh man. If you want to feel like you have been run over by a dump truck and left in the ditch for dead, then go on a keto diet. It is a rough turnaround. Is it impossible to get through? No, absolutely not. Do you feel better on the other side? Oh yeah, you do. You really, really do. It clears up your brain fog. You feel like you have more energy, but getting through that keto flu is quite rough. You can have nausea. You have like a wicked bad headache. You have absolutely no energy whatsoever. So you need to be properly prepared whenever you decide to go on a keto diet. You can't just decide today that you're gonna start keto and just cut all out the carbohydrates. That is a really dumb thing to do. So don't do that. If you're going to approach keto, do some research, find out about what is the keto flu and how it is that you can lessen the symptoms. Keto con number 3, and this is probably the biggest downfall of the ketogenic diet. And that is that it's just way too restrictive to have long-term success. There is going to come a time in your life where you want to eat a potato, a sweet potato. Maybe you want to have a watermelon. Maybe you want to have some whole grain bread. This is the problem with the ketogenic diet and all diets, to be honest with you, is the fact that we go on them and we go off them, we go on them and we go off them, and we're in this dieting cycle where we haven't actually learned how to actually eat properly, and we just keep on jumping from diet to diet to diet. Is keto right for you? I don't know. You decide if keto is right for you. If you're somebody who doesn't particularly like fruit or a lot of vegetables, who is okay with not eating a tremendous amount of breads, pastas, cookies, and cakes, then keto definitely could be something for you. If you are a person who enjoys a large assortment of fruits and vegetables and a variety in your diet, then keto probably isn't for you. If you want to know what diet best suits you and your particular lifestyle, I have created a 7-day free coaching program where I will share with you exactly how simple your weight loss journey can be. Be sure to click the link in the description below to find out how to get started on this free 7-day coaching program. Also, if you want to be part of our community of like-minded women who are looking to find out how to lose weight effectively, efficiently, and healthy while balancing their busy lifestyles, I have created a Facebook group. I will leave it in the description below where you can get daily advice and tips on how to do that. If you would like to see more, be sure to check out these videos right here on how to start a weight loss journey here and why is it that I'm not losing weight no matter what I do here. And I will see you next week with more great tips and healthy advice. Thank you so much and have a good day, and I am going to eat the rest of my breakfast. Bye.